The hardest part of staying in shape for many people is the cardio component, and a lot of people tend to find cardio tedious and hard to stay motivated about. There are a lot of ways to make the experience easier, however, and to make it a more fun part of your exercise routine. A cardio workout shouldn't be a chore, especially since it is going to make up such a large part of your fitness journey. The worst cardio mistake that you can make is not finding a way to make it meaningful for you, which is why today we are covering 10 things nobody tells you about cardio, so you can get the inside scoop on how to make cardio work for you. Number 1. You should be listening to music. If you are making it through a cardio workout without listening to music, you might be robbing yourself of some potential results. Working out to music has long been a go-to for many athletes and gym rats, but it wasn't until recently that we actually had the evidence to prove it. The study, which was published in Psychology of Sport and Exercise, found that upbeat music can actually increase your performance in high-intensity workouts drastically. The study even showed that people listening to podcasts or no music at all had lower peak power outputs than those listening to music. It's a lot easier to get through a tough workout with music, and you may be making a cardio mistake by trying to power through with just your thoughts to keep you going. Number 2. You can do it anywhere. A pitfall that a lot of people fall into when it comes to cardio is that they think they can only get it done at the gym. There are plenty of people who get their workouts done by running or biking down trails and who never even set foot in the gym. Some of the best cardio exercises you can do anywhere just involve you running or biking and don't really need any added equipment. That's the greatest thing about cardio. You don't really need anything except for the motivation to get out there and do it. Opening up your possibilities so that you can be more versatile is always big for people looking to exercise and lose weight. It gives you more options and the freedom to make adjustments to your routine so that you can still stay on track. Number 3. It can reduce any sort of chronic pain. A lot of people stay away from cardiovascular exercises because they fear that it will impact former injuries or nagging pains. This actually isn't the case at all though, and cardio is actually excellent for mending injuries and improving muscle function. Some types of cardio are considered low-impact exercises. If you have a bad ankle or foot that prevents you from running, for example, you can try something like swimming or water aerobics to help you get into better shape. Injuries and fatigue will impact you eventually, no matter how safe you are. So it's a good idea to try and find alternate exercises so that you can keep yourself mobile, even if you can't do it in the same way. When it comes to cardio mistakes that slow weight loss, you might be surprised to discover that a lot of people just don't keep going when they start to feel sore, and would rather stop going altogether rather than mold their workout to their individual needs. Number 4. You have to plan around your lack of desire to do it. If you aren't used to living an active lifestyle, especially one that is based around sports and athletics, you might just think that cardio stinks because you aren't used to it. The truth is, though, that almost nobody likes to do cardio, except maybe the cream of the crop when it comes to fitness. Cardio is tough, and there are no shortcuts, so you're probably going to have to plan around the fact that it's not your favorite if you want to keep getting to doing it. A great way to go about it is by pushing yourself into it as soon as you get into your routine. If you notice that usually you run out of time around the cardio segment, or that you just tend to skip it as you get tired from the rest of your workout, then you may want to start on the treadmill instead. Doing little things like this is a great way to push yourself into hitting your cardio goals every time you work out. Another tip that some marathon runners will do is that they will change into their workout clothes an hour or more before actually going to work out. That way, when they start to have doubts, they just have to say, well, I'm already changed. And it kind of locks in for your brain that wiggling out of exercising won't work. Number 5. You should vary up the intensity and speed of your cardio workout. The best form of cardio for weight loss is something often called HIIT, which stands for High Intensity Interval Training. Unless you are training to run for long distances or something, you don't really need to stay at the same speed and can actually cut down on your time spent doing cardio if you can effectively change up the effort you exert while doing the exercise. HIIT will increase your metabolism faster than just standard running, and it will also keep you invested in the workout itself. Number 6. You're going to have to find a reason to keep going. Fitness is all about discipline, which can be really hard for many of us. Discipline requires that you have a clear understanding of why you do something, and it can't really be faked. Sure, you can go for a week or two just on a whim or because you felt like it, but what are you going to do to get yourself to the gym when it's the last thing you want to do? That's where the rubber meets the road, as the saying goes, and it's going to be the biggest obstacle in your fitness journey. The best cardio for weight loss is cardio done all the time and without taking a break that often. Whether you are doing it to lose weight, get back into shape, or just because you want to learn a new skill, you have to remember why you started in the first place if you want to keep going. Number 7. Keep a log of your PRs and records. Running is different from any other sport because you are essentially training against yourself the whole time. People can get really competitive with it, and as long as it's in a healthy way, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that either. Whether you are constantly going after your limits or if you are just trying to do a little better every time, keeping a log is a great plan in general. Record your personal records, or PRs as they are called in the fitness community, as well as overall times for how fast or long you are going each time. One of the bigger cardio mistakes that people can make is not doing this, as it can make your progress seem slower than it actually is. When you are having a bad day or your cardio goals seem far away, being able to look back on how far you've come goes a long way. A lot of what people tell you about cardio has to do with the mental aspects, as that is typically what people struggle with the most. Cardio can be tough, but if you can overcome that, it means that you are getting tougher too. Number 8. You'll burn more fat over time. Is cardio necessary for fat loss? No, but it sure makes it a whole lot easier. Cardio should get easier over time, and a lot of people actually find the process to be relaxing after a while. Cardio can also help you lose fat faster, as you can start to burn that pesky belly fat that just won't seem to go away. Dieting is great too, but on its own you may have noticed that there are parts of your body that don't seem to get affected. Our body can store fat that it will use in the case of needing it later on, and unless you burn that fat off, it can take years of dieting to fully get rid of. Cardio is great for getting this process started, and as you keep going, you should be able to take part in more intense workouts and burn even more fat as you go. Number 9. You can do cardio throughout the day. Cardio isn't just a workout thing, as you can easily do it at home or at work if you are feeling motivated. While studies have shown that cardio exercises are more effective in chunks, getting your heart rate up is a win at any time and can be helpful to your overall health. Taking the stairs instead of the elevator or jogging down a hallway instead of walking can be really helpful, and also make up for days that you just can't find the time to get your jog in. Number 10. Start wherever you feel you need to. You don't have to start out sprinting around everywhere. One of the best tips that nobody will tell you about cardio is that you don't have to compete against anyone but yourself. If you are only walking a mile and that's your best, then you are on a great trajectory. Cardio will definitely get more difficult over time, but there's no need to rush things as this can burn you out before you have time to make the routine a habit. What's your favorite way to get some cardio in? Let us know in the comments below. Here are 2 more videos you might find interesting. Feel free to choose the one you like. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and share the video with your friends. And for more interesting videos on health, subscribe to the channel.